Hi, this is Rich Formidoni from Casio. I'm here with my good friends at Kraft, and today we're taking a look at the Chordana Play for Piano app. This is a free app which you can download to your iOS or Android device, and it's compatible with our Privia PX770 and PX870 digital pianos, as well as our Celviano AP270 and AP470 digital pianos. It allows you to control every aspect of your piano, from choosing sounds to layering to recording, in addition to interacting with MIDI files, learning your favorite songs with a scoring system to gauge your progress, and reading PDF scores right from your display. This is the first screen you'll see. It displays what sound you're currently using. Grand piano concert. If I want to switch to a new sound, all I do is touch it. On the next screen, you can change settings that are specific to piano sounds. For example, on the PX770, you can turn the damper noise on and off. Some of the features that you see can't be used because they're not on this particular instrument. For example, if we wanted to modify the hammer response, we could do that if we were using an AP470. On the next screen, you can layer two sounds together. Just by going to this tab, you create a layer. By scrolling through, you can choose different sounds to layer underneath the first sound that you've chosen in that first tab. For example, you have two different varieties of strings. You can also choose bass lower, which splits the keyboard into two parts. The bottom half will have bass, and the top half will have the sound that you chose in the first tab. You can also adjust the balance between the two sounds and reset it to the default. On the next screen, you'll see the metronome controls. Touch here to start and stop the metronome, and here you have adjustments for tempo, the number of beats, and the volume of the metronome. The next screen is duet mode. You can turn duet mode on right here, and it gives you two equal pitch ranges. This is very useful because you can have a teacher and a student, or two students, seated at the same instrument. You can also turn on pan mode, and if your instrument has line outputs, the left side will go out the left output and the right side will go out the right output. And this makes it very useful for classroom situations where you have a headphone monitoring system, because you can monitor each student individually and therefore buy half as many pianos for your school. You can also adjust the octave ranges for each of the two halves. On the next display, you can interact with Concert Play. Concert Play gives you access to symphonic recordings which you can play along with. On the next screen, you can interact with our music library. The music library gives you a wide variety of different songs that are installed in your piano in MIDI format. So you can just touch one and press play. Adjust the volume here, turn each individual part on and off, and you can select 3 different modes so you can learn the song that you've selected. On the next tab, you can easily record what you're playing. Simply touch record, play, then press stop, play again, and there you have it. There are 2 tracks, so you can record a left hand and then a right hand part, or even record 2 different instruments. On the next display, you can adjust the effects that are built into your instrument. You have 4 levels of reverb, or you can turn the reverb off altogether. Same goes with chorus, 4 different selections, including flanger and off. There's also adjustable brilliance, and you can turn the lower pedal on and off right here. In the next screen, you'll find some additional settings, such as adjusting the temperament from equal temperament to different types of tunings for various types of music. You'll be able to select the bass note for the temperament, transpose to different keys, and adjust the tuning in cents. You can also adjust the touch response to 3 different curves and shift the overall octave range of the piano up or down 2 octaves. If you touch the 3 dots at the top, you'll be able to turn on Operation Lock. This disables all the controls that are on the left side of your instrument. You can also turn on headphone mode. When you have headphones plugged into your instrument, this will widen the stereo image and give you a very lifelike natural sound. Right here, you can adjust the MIDI send channel of your piano. If you'd like it to send on something other than MIDI channel 1 for software use, if you'd like it to send on a MIDI channel other than 1 for use with your computer, you can select it right there. There's also a volume sync equalizer. What this does is when you lower the volume down, it increases the lower frequencies so that you never lose a complete image of the sound, even when you're playing quietly. Next, I'm going to touch this arrow in the upper left corner. Now I can scroll from Piano Remote Controller to some of the other functions in the app. Here's PDF Score Viewer. Here, you can view the scores for all the songs that are built into the Concert Play feature. You can zoom in and out by pinching, and you can swipe to change pages. Touch anywhere on the score, and you can switch from viewing one page at a time to 2 pages, or you can choose between turning the page and scrolling when you swipe. You can also exit out with the X in the upper left-hand corner. Let's go back again, and now we can see descriptions of all the built-in songs. And you can select between a description of the song and the composer. For example, if I go back, we can touch Composer and learn about Clementi. Going back again, here's the music player. This is where we can load MIDI files and watch them in a vertical piano roll. I'm going to touch this icon right here and select one of the built-in songs. You can see the notes displayed, and when you press play, you can hear them being played. That shouldn't be too difficult to learn, right? Let's touch the settings icon right here. And here we can see there's a MIDI out mode where you can select where you want, or which parts of the song you want transmitted over MIDI. You can also adjust track settings for each of the 16 MIDI channels and turn on and off scoring. When you have scoring turned on, you can actually gauge your progress in learning the song. I'm going to choose a slightly easier song than this. On the display, you'll see whether you hit the note at the right time or missed it. In this settings screen, you can also choose whether you want the app to play with its own built-in sounds or with the sound of the piano. You can also transfer songs to and from the instrument. Let's go back one more time and just check the last page, which are the other settings. Here you can read the manual, privacy policy, license agreement, and some other information. And if you click here on Casio Music Apps, it'll take you to a browser where you can learn about some other great apps. So as you can see, the Chordana Play for Piano app is a great way to get the most out of your instrument. Once again, I'm Rich Formidoni from Casio. Thank you very much for watching.